When John Jones was set to fight Rashad Evans last month, it pitted two upstate New York rivals against each other. But they had to fight more than 800 miles away in Atlanta.
I think that this fight would sell out in Madison Square Garden the first day that tickets went on sale.
While it may not have taken too much excitement away from the fight, mixed martial artist A.J. Varel couldn't help but think of the possibilities of a New York UFC fight.
Upstate New York, we got plenty of venues and stuff, but seating capacity-wise, Madison Square Garden, is there a bigger marquee name in the country that's synonymous with fighting? You know what? I don't think so.
He's not alone, and there's a substantial amount of revenue on the line for the state. The UFC has done economic studies across New York saying the sport could bring as much as $7 to $10 million in revenue to Buffalo and an estimated $15 to $20 million to New York City, an added boost to a struggling economy.
When you speak to our downtown hotels and restaurants, any business is good. And we're also looking at tax revenue for the state, but that really isn't the primary motivator as far as I can tell.
But some of Lupardo's fellow assembly members don't see it as a major benefit.
The MMA people will boast how hundreds of millions of dollars we have flowing in, and yet there's a cap in our legislation, proposed legislation, for both TV and gate of $50,000.
According to UFC sources, in the MMA bill currently on the table, the UFC would pay almost 3 times what boxing currently pays in a gate tax. And while money wasn't the main concern of any of the parties involved, it's hard to not look at the possibility of the revenue from these fights. Today, the UFC released numbers saying nearly 40% of fans that attended last week's fights in New Jersey were from New York State, so there's no doubt the interest is there.
I may not like it myself personally, but certainly other people do, and it's up to them whether they want to involve themselves and their children, or they want to watch it on television or participate or not.
For now, though, the debate outside the octagon is keeping the fighting inside it from coming to the Empire State. Travis Eldridge, Fox 40 News.